You got to believe in yourself. That day comes.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the grind, right? Good things happen when you put in the work.
We're back. Another episode of The Dream is Free. It's Mike Theophil. We got super producer Anthony, aka Tony, back there.
Yep.
And we have a very, very special guest, Vishee Mandahar, co-owner of Krave It. Right? Mike?
Yeah, sorry, just give me a 1-2 again. Just give me a 1-2 in the microphone.
Oh, me? 1-2?
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
Okay,
We're
sorry,
back.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. No, because I wasn't sure if you and her owned it together, but yeah, you two. Dude, thanks for coming. How you doing?
How are you? Thanks for having me. I am in 90s right now. I love it.
Yeah, I'm glad you like it. People usually do appreciate it. I don't think we've met someone who hasn't. But it definitely is different. I guess we'll get right into it because I have a lot to talk about. Just because you're a business owner, a family man, and that's really what I want to focus on in this episode is, your background, how you came to where you are, where you're going with Krave It. But tell us where you grew up first and foremost.
I grew up in Queens, New York, born and raised.
Very nice.
I'm still in Queens, New York.
Mm-hmm.
I've been a Queens boy since day one.
That's awesome. And where did you go to school? Tell us the whole lowdown of how you got to, let's say, circa 2014.
Okay.
Right? Because I know what happened in 2015, and we'll get into that.
2014, I lived in New York and New Jersey at the same time. Just got married. My wife was pregnant. No, wait, we already had a son, 2014. Yeah, so we had a 1-year-old by that time. I was figuring out what I was doing with my life. I had a family liquor store in Atlantic City. Great store, great location, successful, but family owned. So I just didn't have my full freedom in it. And I always wanted to do something with food, especially pizza and sandwiches, because that was always a love of mine and my wife as well, because my wife and I met when I was in 7th grade. We were best friends and all that. And we just been together for a long time. And our favorite thing to do every day was either eat pizza or sandwiches. So that always stuck to me. It was always special to me. It's always something I wanted to try. So once we had our son, started to see, and then, another thing was my wife didn't want to live in Atlantic City, especially when we got married. So we came back to Bayside, Queens full time, and was sitting down one day on an iPad, just with my wife, just bullshitting. Sorry, am I allowed to?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sorry. Just BSing, and came up with a little menu, a fun menu I made in my head. And then we just started looking for locations for Krave It.
And that's actually, you answered my first question, which was going to be what inspired you and Jenna to start Krave It. So that's kind of really it right there.
It was just our story. Yeah. Just Jenna and I have been together even before we were actually dating in high school. We were just best friends since the 7th grade and we had nothing to do. So it was always after school, get pizza or sandwiches. That was the thing. We would either hang out at the deli, by the deli, or go to the pizzeria and just hang out there for hours.
Do you have your own personal favorite pizza place besides Krave It?
I mean, we grew up around Joe's Pizza in Queens.
Mm-hmm.
There, I don't think they're there anymore. So that was our go-to spot. And then Gabby's is on Francis Lewis. They're still there. They're like a landmark spot. But right now, besides Krave It, I mean,
yeah,
there's a lot of great pizza in New York. So I would hate to just shout one particular pizzeria out.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's the story.
What were when you guys started? What were some of the initial challenges you guys faced starting up Krave It? Location, funds, whatever the menu, whatever the case may be.
Everything was a problem. I was 27 then. Not that age matters, but I didn't have any restaurant experience. I didn't have any culinary experience. The only experience I had was being a pizza delivery boy when I was younger, and then working at a liquor store with my family. I mean, I managed it and I ran it, so I knew the business aspect of it. But as far as running a restaurant, I had no idea what I was getting into.
Mm-hmm.
No idea. I don't even know how I got here.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing about me, I think that separates me from a lot of people. I appreciate what I have and I appreciate what I'm doing, meaning that a lot of people think they own a business, that they're entitled. That's the complete opposite, especially in the restaurant industry. You're never the boss. You're the actually employee. Your workers are your boss, right? Because you're relying on so many people. So that was a plus for me. My dad, always raised me to work hard. That was his thing. Coming from an immigrant family, it was always work harder. You need more money, just work harder. Work more. That's all it was. And until this day, it's like, just work harder. So in the early phases, that helped out a lot because I was inside the store 24 hours a day. I never left. My wife, of course, we had a 1-year-old then, but she was with me the whole time. She believed in me, because it was something that she always loved the idea, but she was just like, are you sure this is going to work? Are you sure this is going to work? I was like, let's just do it. So she believed in me, and then she's been a believer, and we just didn't stop. Like literally, like this is why I'm such a big advocate. This is why I'm such a big believer on when I speak to our followers or whoever, is interested in our dreams and where we are now. Is you got to believe in yourself. And when you believe in yourself, don't half-ass it. Like really believe in yourself. Like go all out. And that's what we did. We learned day by day. It wasn't easy. The first 2 years were probably really rough. We were bankrupt. We had no money left. I used all my savings. I had to borrow, I think, $80,000 at one point from my dad. He looked at me like, dude, what are you doing with this? He's like, if I give you 80 grand and you don't see it back, I got nothing else to give you. Go figure it out. I even got my Uber license because I was scared because we weren't making any money the first 2 years. But every single day we went to work, did what we had to do. Social media, barely. We had like 100 followers. No one knew who we were. We just stuck with the grind. And then one day, I think it was our fried Oreo pizza. Somebody caught the eye. I think got like 5 million views. And after that, we went to work. And we're here.
That's sick. No, that's so dope because, I read a quote and I'm paraphrasing, and I think it's Elon Musk who's saying doing a startup is like climbing up glass and not seeing an end to
Oh
it,
yeah, 100%.
And I can totally relate in that sense of, you're just grinding, and a lot of the days feel the same. You're just and different at the same time because every day has a different element, but you show up, you grind, you leave, and you repeat until
that day comes.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of the grind, right? We don't see it because we're in it. So we're just seeing repetition every day with no growth. So mentally messes with you. Your relationship starts getting ruined. You're not at family events. You're not there for your son's birthdays because you're stuck in that same hole. But you're not seeing it. But God and all that work you put around you is just slowly building up, right? And one day, like I said, it was 2 years. We would send our pizza guys home at after lunch. We would have a full display and we'd just sit there. We would just learn on our own. We would just make pizzas. We just stuck with it. And we would have staff saying, let's close early today. Let's close early. Let's close. We never closed early. We always stayed open till midnight. We always stayed open till 4 a.m. Even if there was nobody coming in. I said to everybody, we're not leaving this place. We're sticking to what we're going to do. It took 2 years. We stuck with it. And those little things paid off. That's why now we have franchisees. We have 4 franchise stores going into 5. They're all asking about hours. If they're slow on Monday, can we close at 9? Can we close at 9:30? We're burning labor.
That's the classic restaurant business, though.
We're burning labor. We sold 3 sandwiches. It's no point. I was like, guys, you believed in me for a reason, right? I didn't come looking for you. You came to me. There's a reason we're here. We have to stick to the process. Just have to. Because everything you do in life, you have to work for it. If it was easy, we would all be rich. We would all have everything we want. That's one thing that I'm learning even till this day. But having a wife and 4 kids, nothing is easy. You have to work for it. Even if you get to your goal, there's going to be another goal, right? Because if you stop, then what's your purpose? There's always goals, and every goal you do, no matter how much money you have, no matter who you are, you still got to work for it. And that's the story. That's life, man. You got to work.
Yeah.
That's it. Once you stop believing in that, good luck to you. It's the truth.
Yeah, no, it's true. And the restaurant industry is a totally entire different beast, honestly. My stepfather owned a pizza place for 28 years in Stamford. And I mean, he was gone from, let's say, 9:30 to midnight every day, basically. And the only times he was off were, let's say Christmas or Thanksgiving and certain things like that. But I mean, it's not like he was like huge in terms of, you know, back then there wasn't social media and stuff. He sold in 2018 because he was just, you know, tired of it. Yeah, he was done. And he had a good word of mouth. He had good business, but the grind was the same as if it was day one. And I bartended for all through undergrad. I also was a pizza delivery boy. So I've seen all different elements of the restaurant industry. And it's funny when you say, like, can we leave early? Can we leave early? That's like, I feel like that's like a quote that should be in a restaurant. Like, because every restaurant deals with that, where people are like, and it never made sense to me, because it's like, you know, you want to make money.
People don't see it that
why
way
would you want to
anymore.
leave? Like, you're not gonna,
people don't see that.
you're not going to make anything.
Exactly. Because even if you get one customer in 3 hours, that one customer could be so powerful that when they go to work tomorrow, yo, I had the best fucking pizza last night. Where'd you go? I went to so-and-so. I never heard of that. Like, yo, you gotta go, bro. It's Friday. Let's all go there Friday. Now that one person brings 10 and that 10 brings another 10.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, 6 months down the line, that one person got you
like
that's
100.
it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And now add that $100 up by whether it's $4 a slice or whether it's a whole meal, whatever it is. That's how you got to build business. You never get thousands of people coming in. Unless, you go viral, you get lucky. Cool. That's one thing.
Yeah.
The real grind is one customer at a time.
Yeah. It's funny you say that, because when I was bar backing, like way back, and it was a lunch shift at a restaurant that's no longer here. Change owners, you know, blah blah, you know how that goes.
Of course.
Yeah. And dead lunch shift. I'm not gonna name any names because I don't know if he'll be watching this. It's not a bad thing, but I just want to keep it private. I just want to keep it private. But we had this one guy come in, and he was just sitting there. He got an app and a drink. So it was like $20, maybe. Okay. And he asked the bartender, and I'm just cleaning, you know, putting drinks, whatever, just listening. What do you want to do with your life? He asked the bartender.
He asked about it. Okay.
Yeah, the customer.
Yep.
Oh, you know, one day maybe, you know, I own something, blah, blah. Yeah, but like, is that what you really want to do? Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. Yeah. Okay. How much do you want for a tip? He says to him.
Okay.
He says, oh, no, don't. It's like, give me a price. It could be anything. What do you want? He, humble guy, good guy. Just whatever you want, sir. Don't, blah, blah. Left him over $1,000.
Okay.
On a $20 meal.
Got it.
That's point proven.
Yes.
You never know. Like,
you never know. Exactly.
You never know. Like, and I remember the manager.
I wasn't shocked by it. That's why I was like, "Oh shit, he made $1,000."
The manager was like, "Oh, we got to split that." And I was like, "Dude, no, that's his. Like, that's not. It's the bartenders."
Good things happen when you put in the work. So that's when the most random and most crazy things happen when you least expect it. If I work up tomorrow and say I want this pizza to go viral, it never happens. It doesn't, because I try all the time.
Yeah.
All the things that have gone viral for us is when I didn't even expect it. Like a damn cheeseburger pizza. I put 16 cheeseburgers on a pizza like 7 years ago. I had no idea. We were just joking. No idea. We're on Food Network a week later, So it's just, it all goes back to, just putting in the work, because it's going to pay off one way or another.
And, backtracking a little bit, did you, as you started it, Krave It, the learning how to cook, did you ever cook at home or anything, like even just a little, or
just at home?
Yeah,
just at home.
So you had like minor.
I think at home, because my wife and I have been living together before we were married. Our thing was making chicken cutlets all the time. So we make chicken cutlet sandwiches. So I always had to think of mixing sauces. I would like take sriracha mayo, mix it with regular mayo. I would just make different sauces. That's where the whole element from the sandwich making came, with the sauces and all kinds of stuff. So we dabbled at home, but there was not on a professional level at all.
Yeah.
Because even when we opened Krave It first, the idea was to have pizza, but we were focused on sandwiches. Because pizza, we were still learning. We learned how to make pizza when we opened, and we're still learning till this day, because there's always ways to perfect everything, especially now how everything is more health conscious now. But in the beginning, it was a straight learn. We were just learning as we went.
Just throwing in the pie, as it is, whatever toppings you want.
But we never believed in having a freezer, so that's one thing that was a big thing for me.
Still,
now for other products we have to, because we're franchising. But like our meats and our stuff is all homemade. So then I told her, I don't want a freezer or a microwave in this place.
Yeah,
we don't have those. But those are the things they would say. Why don't you have this? No, It was never everything. We went to Restaurant Depot or the produce market every day, and we made everything from scratch, no matter what it was. Even when we made the fried chicken and waffle pizza, till this day, we make the waffles ourselves. Nothing's frozen. So that was the one thing that stuck out as well. Not only were we just learning, we weren't just throwing product on pizza to sound cool or be gimmicky, as they say. We were actually making it ourselves.
Yeah.
So whatever you were eating, it was made that day on the spot.
Yeah, and you could taste the difference.
100%. Yeah.
Between,
but that's always just been my thing.
Yeah.
Everything's homemade.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Because even before we opened, even though it costs more, takes more labor, we have an extra guy working. I didn't care because I stuck with that because that's what I wanted.
Yeah. No, it's awesome. And I guess that kind of goes to my next question about your new age style pizzas and bold flavors like the tiki masala wings or the Dubai dessert pizza.
Yes.
How do you come up with an idea? Is it just you're there, you're thinking like, maybe this will be good with this. Let's throw it in there. Let's try it out. And then if it hits with you and your employees, you're like, all right, let's throw it on the menu.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's hard for me to explain that because I get asked that a lot. First thing people say, "Do you smoke a lot of weed?" I don't smoke weed. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I just this that's just me. That's just who I am. Like, how do I explain it? I just get random thoughts. This is something I'm creative at. I'm good at. That's what just I'll think. Obviously, I'll see what the trends are. Like for instance, my son's walking in the mall with me. He's like, he wants a Dubai chocolate. Like, what is a Dubai chocolate? He's like, Dad, it's everywhere. It's like $30 a bar. I'm like, what? So he bought it and I tried it. I was like, Dubai chocolate. And I was like, okay, let's get the working.
Yeah.
Dubai chocolate. Same thing with whatever we come up with. It's usually something that I or someone in my family has talked about or liked, you know? So that's when I get creative and turn it into something because obviously something that I've had in somewhat formal way. And then I was like, okay, you know what? It was good enough. It sticks in my head. Let's put it on a pizza. And like I said, we've come to a point where the whole concept was to be super creative. Like I tell our managers, I tell our staff, you know, we want to be ourselves. We want to do things that other people are scared to do. That's what Krave It is. So whatever it is, if something that means a lot to you, let's put it on the table. Let's take it to the laboratory, downstairs basement prep area, and let's work on it and perfect it and put it out there.
Yeah, it's awesome. When you do the Dubai pie, I guess, do you do? I don't know what they're called, but the crunchy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
The kanafa.
The kanafa. Yeah. Do you put that on there?
Of course.
Oh,
everything.
Cool.
Everything.
I gotta try that.
Shout out to Sarhan for that. I can't take full credit for that. He's our new pizza consultant. So I told him I wanted to do that pizza, and he's the one that broke it down all the way.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I definitely want to try that when I come. So how has the restaurant industry changed since you started?
Restaurant industry changed. So many ways to answer that.
Like trends, you know, like plant-based stuff and this and that, fusion flavors.
In that category, it's completely changed. When we started, plant-based, vegan,
gluten-free.
Gluten-free has always been around. Okay. That's always been a thing. Vegan has been around for a long time, but
mainstream.
It's completely changed the game. Even now, we're doing our dough unbleached, unbromated. Now we're making sure our chicken has no steroids, no hormones in it. We're making sure every single product we get now is not just the product. It's not just chicken breast. It has to be to a certain standard because nowadays everybody's so health conscious, which they should be because we should all know what we're putting in our body because half the stuff out there is just disgusting.
Yeah, it's full of like metals and all
so I do believe in that, especially for me and my family. We have 4 kids. We want to make sure they're eating properly too. We're putting the right nutrients in our body. So in that sense, it's changed completely, which is great. Yeah, it's just changing daily. So you have to be on top of everything. Because people go with what they want to eat. I'm not sorry. Let me rephrase that. People, but basically, right now we're looking at the health conscious age. So you want to make sure you're putting a product out there that they feel comfortable eating. And that's huge now. Especially now you see with the alcohol. They're saying alcohol is bad. Supposedly they didn't know red dye was bad before. Now all of a sudden you can't drink red Gatorade, which we knew this all along. But now finally they're speaking out about it, and I think it's time for a change for that. 100%.
No, I think it's great too. Especially just knowing where your meats are coming from and all this other stuff. You know,
half the shit that we eat that we don't know.
It's crazy.
It's horrible.
And the oils that restaurants use are horrible.
Oils, the hormones they use to pump into these animals' bodies, all this stuff. And half the time we're not even in certain places you go to, I won't name, but you're not even really eating chicken breast.
Exactly.
You know?
Yep. 100%.
So I'm a firm believer in that. It is more costly. Nowadays that plays a factor because the economy It's shifted so
Of
much
course.
where everyone's scrambling for money. We see it firsthand because pizza used to be recession proof. It still is. We still do great, but we just seen the shift on how people are spending money. So when people don't have funds to spend, they have no choice but to not be able to eat top quality food, right? Which is
Yeah.
unfortunate, but it's something hopefully we could figure out one day. The
Yeah.
food cost is crazy right now.
No,
It's
it is.
disgusting.
Yeah, with the tariffs and all this other stuff that's going on right now, it is crazy. But it'll change. It'll all come back.
I think it
really
will.
good. Yeah,
Yeah,
I,
for
I have
sure.
I have hope.
I believe in it.
It's all ups and downs, ebbs and flows
Mhm.
with the economy and all
Yep.
that jazz. Have you seen more places? Not like mimic you guys, but like, have you seen restaurants try to get more experimental or
Oh God.
sandwich?
I try to stay.
You don't have to like say
no,
their
no.
names or whatever.
No, I'm not
but-
gonna say their names. I try to stay humble about it because I didn't trademark this business. I didn't start the trend, but ever since we started this, we've seen, especially in New York, there's a lot of now young kids. I call them brown kids from my background. I'm Indian, Afghani type of vibes, opening up concepts similar to ours, which is great. I love it. You know, it's awesome. It's just in New York, everyone tries to be cutthroat, so they don't appreciate each other. They just try to go behind your back and try to get to you. But other than that, I think this has been a great thing. And then I think that we were the first ones to do this, and I love seeing it. I love it.
How big is your menu?
Oh shit, it's pretty big.
Yeah.
But we're in the middle of cutting it down a little bit. We like to change it up. We have about 15 to 20 pizzas. We have like 10 steak sandwiches, maybe 12, 13 chicken sandwiches, salads, fries. But the whole point of our menu was to be able to come in at any time of the day, because we're open to 4 a.m. on the weekends, to be able to get your crave on. You know what I mean? One day you want to eat a sloppy chicken sandwich, boom, you got it. One day you want to eat a creative pizza, boom, you got it. So that's just something I always wanted, was big. Everybody always told me small. Like I said, everything I've ever done is the opposite. So they said small, I went big.
Yeah.
They said, don't do your walls red, I did them red. They said, don't put this on a pizza, I did it. And I always just did it because that's just what made me different.
Yeah.
That makes me go.
Yeah. It's interesting because a lot of, you would think, especially with overhead costs and all that stuff. That was the thing with my stepfather. He said if he could ever do it again, he would cut half his menu off, with the lasagnas, the pastas, the this, the that.
There's nothing wrong with that. That's why the big franchises like Raising Cane's now, Chipotle, their menus are straight to the point, which is the way to do it.
Yeah.
It's perfect especially once you're growing. But like I said, for me, I always wanted to keep it that way. We're trying to slim it down a little bit because we just want to make sure now, because we have more locations,
Right.
people aren't getting confused with so much. But other than that, our menu's not going to go down that much.
Yeah. And you're opening up a new location this winter, right? In Denver?
Yep. Longmont, Denver.
Yeah. That's awesome. How does that feel for you? Because it's kind of out of territory.
We already have one in Denver now.
Oh, you do?
Yep.
Okay.
Just opened one in Denver. It's been 4 months.
Okay, cool.
So there'll be a second one.
Okay, cool. What made you choose Denver? Did you do like location scouting to see if your food or vibe or Krave It would fit there, type of a thing? Did you think of other spots?
Oh yeah, of course. We still are. So we've been thinking about going out of state for a while to test the waters outside of New York. New York is great. I love New York, but New York is getting a little too crazy with competition. It's like they let you open a restaurant anywhere you want. What's even worse with New York now, they're letting you put food trucks wherever you want. You can literally go park a food truck in front of a restaurant. I'm paying $10,000 in rent. He's paying zero rent. I'm paying $3,000 in Con Ed. He's paying zero. I'm paying $9,000 in labor a week. It's just him and the guy. I'm paying a water bill. He's paying nothing. I can keep going on.
Yeah.
We'll save that for another day. It is a good day, good combos. But New York is just getting very cutthroat with the competition, and there's like no rules. You can do whatever you want and be on top of each other. Plus, I think our concept was meant to be bigger than New York, right? They say if you make it in New York, you make it anywhere, right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, and with me and my wife, we travel a lot. We go to Florida a lot and all that. And every time we go to a different state, we always see similar style food, and it's usually franchises. It's not like big names that are doing something different, right?
Yeah.
So
especially Florida.
Yeah, like Jet Pizza. Like they're all great. Everything is great, but it's all repetitive. So our concept and our food being in different states, I thought would be a huge hit, huge pop. So we started franchising. We had some people reach out from different states. Denver stuck out to me. We did some research there. The whole hipster vibes, all types. It's not just hipster there, but it's just the whole city. It's just, I went there a few times. I just felt the love there.
Mhm.
Just the environment.
Mhm.
Just checking out the pizza scene, sandwich scene. Great scene, great city with food and all that. I just felt the vibes there. And plus, we had 2 separate groups of franchisees that were interested in wanting to be there. And this location was across the street from Coors Field.
Mhm.
I couldn't say no to that.
No.
It's a huge monster location, 3,000 square feet. We have a full bar. So
Do the other ones have a full bar?
in New York, no.
Mhm.
New York locations are more like 1,500 square,
down,
smaller.
yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
New York is
Yeah.
take out mainly. But so yeah, Denver was something that I really fell in love with.
Yeah.
Love Denver. Shout out to Denver, great city, Colorado.
Mhm.
And now we're opening a second location in Longmont, Colorado, and we should be having a third one coming next year as well.
In Colorado.
Yeah, we're looking to expand in Colorado, Arizona, Texas area now. That's my goal.
Mhm. Cool.
out there.
I could see you guys in Florida also.
Yes, that's the next goal.
Yeah.
We'll get to that.
So when also, I was going to say this earlier, but I forgot, and I just remembered. If I were to come into Krave It, could I also make my own sandwich, salad, whatever? Or is
We
it
have you
just-
create your own section.
Okay,
As long
cool.
as we have the ingredients, we do it.
Yeah.
I tell all our customers that because I know sometimes we're busy and everyone's running crazy and then they're afraid to ask. I always tell them one thing. If you say the owner said to fucking make it, they're going to make it because they know that I'm the only one that'll walk around and talk like that.
Yeah.
So I always tell them to say that to them so they'll make it. But that's just
Yeah.
a joke. But yeah, as long as we have the ingredients, we do that for sure.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's good to know. Not that I'm gonna obviously try what you got on the menu, but
Listen, man, I'm a people person, man. I'm here to make everybody happy because I was always told no in life. So like I told everybody, when you come to Krave It, it's not like a typical place to be. You
Mhm.
come, you have fun. Just because you work the 9-to-5 corporate job with your tie on, take your tie off, act like a kid again, listen to
Mhm.
some music because the music's always blasting.
yeah.
Just chill.
Yeah.
Just chill. That's it. You don't have to pretend to be something you're not. You be yourself.
Mhm.
You know, that's what we tell our staff. That's why everybody loves working for us. Most of our employees have been with us since day one.
Yeah.
And that just shows a lot.
Oh, yeah, especially in a
Because-
restaurant. There's so much turnover.
We do have the turnover because, you know, obviously it's
Yeah.
the industry, that's what it is. But our main guys have been with us since day one.
Yeah, it's awesome. As a husband and wife team, how do you balance running a business, your personal life? Because I feel like it's a lot,
It is a
especially
lot.
with expansion, 4 kids. You
It's a
know,
lot.
how do you do it?
My wife is amazing. Shout out to Jenna. She's like me. We have our goals. We wanted to have a big family. We wanted to make sure we give them everything they asked for, put them in positions at a young age to be successful, hopefully later on, and make sure we have a successful business. So we don't stop. It's
Mhm.
nonstop for us.
Yeah.
Like there's days there's hours where we just don't speak to each other, see each other because we're just so busy doing things, but we know the end, we know what our end goal is. So
Mhm.
we're not there yet.
Yeah.
So we know that once we hit our end goal, we're doing this for the end goal.
hmm
We know that one day we're going to be sitting there saying, you know what, now we're good.
Yeah.
You know,
How is working in this industry strengthened or challenged your relationship? You know, you two.
it's just something we've just been used to for the past 10 years. So we separate work and our personal life. You know, when it comes to work, we know how to handle it. So a lot of times we won't see eye to eye on certain things.
hmm
My wife has a very strong personality and she's I'm very laid back. So, but it works out great because the things that I lack, she picks up for. And then it's just, even if she gets like, she'll call me out in front of employees.
hmm
She'll straight up call me out.
Mhm.
But I know at that point, it's just like, you know what? We can't look like we're arguing in front of them. So let me shut the fuck up. Let her win. And then when we
Yeah.
go home, we talk about it.
Yeah.
So it's not something we really discuss. It's just, we've been doing it for so long. It's just, that's why we've been together for so long. We've
Yeah.
known each other for over 20 years. We just know how to work each other.
hmm
She
No, it's
brings
awesome.
the best of me and I bring the best of her out.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, that's what you want in a partner. You know,
Oh,
someone to lift you
I'm
up,
super blessed.
someone to
with
be
that.
there during hard times.
She's
you know,
been there way past the hard times. Yes.
Has being family oriented influenced any decisions in business, like menu, community involvement?
I mean,
different
it's
things like
family
that?
first always. Menu items named after our kids, my wife.
Oh, cool.
And then the tikka masala pizza comes from my background.
hmm
I'm Indian. So that was one of my favorite foods growing up eating. So that was influenced by it. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like everything is influenced by family when it comes to Krave It.
hmm
Because everything goes through my wife and kids
Yeah.
and us and our everyday life.
Yeah, it's awesome. It really is. The pandemic, you made it through. What were the toughest moments of it?
Just not knowing at the time what was happening, you know?
Yeah.
Because closures, people were shutting down for 2 weeks at a time. They were telling you to close your windows, wear fucking those big ass masks at work. It It was weird.
Yeah.
So it's just not knowing what was going on. But after, it was just, it's just everything. This just goes back to business and everything in life. You have to adapt. You have to adapt fast. It's like with the health, food, everything that's going on. You can't be laid back in this industry because then you're going to get stomped on. Just because something worked last year doesn't mean it's going to work this year. So when the pandemic hit, the first thing we did was we panicked because no one knew what was happening. What are we doing? What are we doing? Right away, once I started seeing stores close down, people not going to work, we regrouped. We're like, what should we do now for the community? Because community is the first thing we have to focus on. Our home-based community, Bayside, Queens. So we did $10 cheese pies because we saw a lot of people get laid off. We did $10 cheese pies. We stayed open, but we had protocols. We hired a company at that time that was doing daily cleaning. So we put that out there on social media that every single day they're coming in with those tanks on, cleaning. Everything was sterilized. Did the $10 deals, donated to literally every hospital. We made a whole list. Reach out to us, tell us which hospital to go to. We were there, 10, 15, 20 pies. So even if we weren't getting customers, we were out there working. And with that, I guess the community saw, the people saw that we were not just there just to be there. We were actually trying to make a difference because that's what really means everything to me because money's money. I'm not here sitting in front of you because of me. It's the community that's done this for us, you know. They believed in me, they believed in Krave It. So we did a lot of community give backs. We did a lot of pretty much we did everything for the community. And they saw that. And then after that, I think we kicked ass during COVID because we were there for everyone.
Yeah.
People needed a meal, people needed whatever. I would have 2 masks on, gloves on. We're driving to Long Island to make a hospital here and there, just doing things and helping people out.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, it would show in the community. Like, I mean, they've reciprocated. I mean, you could see how successful you are. So, I mean, and if you do good comes back to you, you know.
100%. But COVID definitely was a wake-up call. And a lot of people are still suffering from it. I mean, New York still is suffering from it because the restaurant industry hasn't come back.
Yeah.
It has not at all. For us, because we're in the pizza business, it's a little different, right? But when you look at the other restaurants, some restaurants barely, if they're even still here, they're barely making it.
Yeah.
And that's where, you know, I think a lot, I'm not going to get into politics, but a lot of things restaurant owners don't get a lot of love, meaning help and assistance. They always worry about the employees. Everybody worries about everything else, but no one ever worries about that owner or the husband, wife sitting there now, all the money they lost. And now they keep raising minimum wages. They keep raising 2 to 3% increases on rent every year. Minimum wage went from 15, 17 to 19 to who knows what it's going to go up to now. But we don't ever get any kickbacks. What we get is, hey, go be more creative tomorrow.
Yeah.
You made $100,000 last year, but now guess what? We're gonna raise everything. Now that $100,000 goes back to $60,000 for you. Now go figure out another way to make another $100,000. You can never sit still.
Yeah.
So that's the tough part.
It's crazy, especially in a city like that. It's
in New York is brutal.
What would you say is the biggest challenge being in the city? Just all the competition or all the changes?
Competition is great, right? But the competition is too much. Meaning that on one block there'll be 6 pizzerias and 6 taco spots. It's like, why? And then fine, you want to do that? It's all good. Let's go out there and go to war with each other. No problem. I love competition. Me, I'm very competitive, so I have no problem with that. The problem is that they keep raising the minimum wages. Food costs is through the roof. Rent is insanely ridiculous, right? And like I said, I'm not here to complain. I'm just being honest, right? Because I've been doing this for 10 years. When I first started, this minimum wage was $9.75. Rent was like $6,500 for one of our locations. So life was good, right? Food cost was like 22% then, 23%. Now food costs, you're lucky if it's 30%. Rent's a 10K minimum in the city, minimum for small spots, and minimum wage is like $19. And all that's all good. But the owner is not making more money. We don't get an increase. We just get kicked in the ass and say, go work harder. And if you can't figure it out. And then you're like, what the hell? I just busted my ass for 3 years to get the company here. Now everything that was like this, now it's up here. Now I got to climb up again. It's like Elon Musk, you said, climbing up glass, right? So that's the challenges we face in New York. And that's the difference I see with New York and being out of state. It's a little bit more laid back. It's a little bit more easier there because of the competition and rents and stuff like that.
Yeah. No, I mean, it makes sense to expand. When did you decide to franchise? And I know it's still going to be family owned and all that jazz.
It's not fully family owned. Now we're in full franchise.
Oh, you are? Okay,
cool. This all goes back to being in New York. Franchising was never really a part of the plan. It was just growing because we grew to 3 stores ourselves. before we decided to franchise. We were actually going into a fourth store. And then what I started to realize is it's just getting harder right now to be able to do everything myself. And plus, we have our 4 kids, family, and all that. And it was just something that my wife and I have just been thinking about. Do we get investors? Do we stick with just doing it ourselves? What do we do? And then I felt like just because I don't like to call myself a role model. I'm not a role model. I'm not anything like that. But I had a lot of people reach out to us, and a lot of people reach out to me. They love our story, this and that. So I always took it upon myself to be some type of a leader in a type of way to help others. So that's where franchising came about. See some entrepreneur, someone that hasn't had their hand in this business, that I would help guide them, help them grow, and then they will help us grow as well. So we'd be a family. So everybody that's part of the team now is pretty much a family to us, and that's how I look at it. So I teach you, I help you out, we help each other out, we help each other grow. If that makes sense.
Yeah,
I was mumbling and stumbling.
No, you got it. What's the saying? All ships rise with the tide.
Yeah, man. Like I
Yeah.
said, you can't do it by yourself. That the whole thing was we grew 3 stores on our own, and it was like it wasn't the money. It was more than the money. It was just we were doing so much ourselves. It comes to a point where you need help. One person can't take. You can't go to the top by yourself. You can't. It's impossible. You can get certain places, but you can't get to the top alone. So that's why we decided to franchise. So bring people around that believe in the concept, that believe in us, because that's the way it's going to work. I can go get an investor tomorrow. He's looking at money. But if I'm getting you to franchise with me, you clearly believe in what you're seeing, the product, and you're putting your money out there too. So you're going to work hard like I'm going to work hard. And that's what's going to show me that you're hard working. Like this all goes back to working hard, right? so
just work harder.
Yeah, like I said, it's been a goal of mine to expand and to grow. So I felt like franchising was our best option at the time.
So did people reach out first from Denver, or where did they reach out first for you to franchise?
We've been getting franchise requests for like 5-6 years, right? Even from Dubai, stuff like that. But I never really paid attention to it. For the last 2 years, I started studying franchising and stuff like that. So yeah, so the Denver crew, shout out to my Denver guys. It's 2 different groups right now. They both reached out to me separately. They don't know each other. They reached out. We've had people reach out from Florida and Arizona and Texas. It's just certain deals are pending, certain deals still didn't go through yet. Certain things just didn't work out. So yeah, like I said, we're lucky and blessed enough that we've done everything organically. We spend no money on advertising or anything like that. These are all just organic stores as of now. But I think we're gonna crank it up a little bit by the end of the year.
Yeah, no, Connecticut could use a Krave It because there are no, and Tony knows this, no late night eats here.
None, zero.
Zero.
Okay.
Like a buddy of mine.
There's barely any good restaurants, really.
Stop it. There are good places. He's from Staten Island, so he's very
I'm
biased.
Street Niner though. That's my boy.
Oh yeah, no, they're fired,
yeah,
but they close at what, like 8 o'clock?
Yeah,
Like, come on.
Oh, that's
bro.
the place in Stanford, right?
Yeah. 2 locations. Now.
Yeah, but like a buddy of mine he's from this area. He moved to Florida, comes back. We're all hanging out one night, and we leave Horseshoe. Shout out Horseshoe, one of our favorite.
Horseshoe.
It's the best. It's a dive bar in Southport.
Nice.
Pool, darts. The bar. It's like Cheers. You walk. They see you from the street, and they have my Coke and my water and Tony's Guinness on the bar for us already.
Nice.
We haven't even walked in yet.
That's hospitality.
Yes.
Man. Told you.
And we leave there. Let's say 1 o'clock. Friday, Saturday, there's nowhere to eat. There's nowhere to eat.
Can I tell everybody a secret?
Yeah.
There's more people eating late night than there are during the day.
And
there's hospitals.
You would make a killing over here, I'm telling you.
There's cops. There's so many jobs that are people working night shift that have nowhere to go but to go to local 7-Eleven and fast food. That's why.
Or the gas station where the people go.
So don't steal my secrets. Let me get open. I make more money during the late night than I do during the day. And that's why that's been one of the reasons for success for us.
Yeah, Connecticut would be a good place for you. I'm telling you, especially in the Fairfield County area. Like
hopefully soon.
We are.
Like I said, we're in very early stages. We just started franchising. We went legal with our documents less than a year ago, and we got 4 deals already. So we're very, very new, early stages right now.
Yeah, that is
early stages,
and there's a lot for that. That's crazy.
Early stages. Like I said, blessings and. Everything you're saying to me, certain things I can't say back, but yes, we are looking in a lot of areas.
Yeah, we'll talk off air.
Yes.
I guess what's next for Krave It. Like you said, the menu change a little bit. Do you actually? That was my question I had earlier. Do you analyze the menu like every so often? And if you do, how many times a year? Or is it going to be all right? I have this. I'm going to cut back a little bit, and then this is going to be the menu for all the locations for X amount of time, and then we'll revisit it. Because when I worked at, I'm not going to name the name, but it was a restaurant in this area. They own a couple locations. They own a brewery and all this other stuff. I mean, it felt like they were changing their menu all the time. It was
probably seasonal,
crazy.
right?
It was
Yeah.
crazy. It was like
I never really changed our menu. In the beginning, I used to see what works and what not. Right now, our menu's been consistently the same with the main items because I see what sells. And like I said, changing the menu is awesome. But for me, keeping the menu solid because it's big enough, we add things, we take a few things off that we don't see sell much. But for most parts, our main core items have been there for the past 10 years because those sell and people come back for those things. And that's what it's been working for us.
Mhm.
Like, for instance, our General Tso's chicken pizza has been a huge hit. I've never taken it off the menu, so that's always available at
Mhm.
all times. Now with franchising, so we're in different markets, so we're testing the menus out a little bit more. We're a little bit more aggressive, so we're seeing what really works in different markets. So going forward, we'll analyze it a little more, maybe make more changes than I have been in the past. But we're gonna see.
Will they all be the same, or will, let's say, Denver have different menus?
So far, every store is the same. We want it to be the same.
Okay, got it.
So let's say something sells a little bit more in Denver than on here. Maybe we'll push it more there,
Mhm.
or try to push it here, or we'll see. Because right now we're so early right now in early stages. I really don't know yet because Denver's
Yeah.
only been open 3 months right now.
Yeah.
So we won't know for a few more months.
And then, like, for socials, are you gonna have Krave It Denver?
We just opened. I didn't want to do it.
Mhm.
I always want to stick to one. So for the East Coast, it's gonna be regular Krave It, but for the West Coast, we just created it yesterday, Krave It Denver.
Okay, got it.
Yeah. Because one thing I realized is that we have no audience there yet from New York. So whatever we do Denver post, we're not engaging to the Denver audience.
Mhm.
So that was the whole thing for the West Coast. So we're gonna have a whole new social media team focused just over there, so we could get our audience
Yeah.
engagement for the West Coast.
Yeah, no, I think it's smart.
Yeah, it had to be done.
Yeah.
It had to be.
We went through something similar. I felt the same way so we're Downtime TV, and I just always wanted one channel, one everything.
Yeah.
And we do team meetings every month, and then one of them, I can't remember when it was, we were like, let's do a
I got it.
Okay. Let's do an Instagram for the sports show, for the Dream is Free,
Yeah.
for Binge Buddies, because people do go to channels for just that.
Exactly.
If I'm into movies and television shows, and then I see Tony's face talking about the Mets, I'm gonna get. Yeah, he's coming. Don't worry. He'll just tighten it.
Tighten it here. I think I'm
so.
good.
Yeah, he got it. He's a pro already. So yeah, we went through this similar thing where I was like, all right, fine, I don't know, but it's been good for us. It has.
Yeah, of course.
I have actually one question about social media real quick that popped in my head.
Please.
You were talking about how you guys went viral in one clip, that someone had came to your spot and how that really impacted you guys.
Yes.
How important has social media been to your business? And can you tell us a little bit more about after that viral clip, what happened?
Great question, Renee.
That's a really good question too. For me, everyone has different experiences with social media. For Krave It, social media has been everything, literally everything, because that one viral clip, the first viral clip was the fried Oreo pizza. I think we had 5 million views. That changed everything for us because we went from doing X amount of numbers. Our numbers went up, I think, almost $10,000 in sales a week, and it stayed that way. So we got an audience. It changed my life because I was barely breaking even to being profitable within 1 week, and it stayed. And now because of that, every time I started creating things, all eyes were all on us. We were hot. We created the cheeseburger pizza. I think that got 500 million views. We got featured in China, Germany, all over, and we got on Food Network because of that. And our numbers increased after that. So after that, social media has been so good to us. We just went viral last week on TikTok.
What was it for?
For the birria pizza. I got 1 million views last week. So yeah, so we, like I said, we're blessed. I was telling our Denver team because they went viral a month ago for the birria pizza too. They got 1 million views in Denver. And I tried explaining to them, this doesn't happen for other restaurants. Not because they're not good. It's just we're blessed to be in a position that we're showcasing the media so much that we have like a advantage. Like we have like a little lead over everybody. So as long as we keep creating new products, we'll always keep that lead. We just can't sit back and relax. So we continue putting out good product. We continue being out there because they're like, oh my God, we're so busy. They were sold out. They couldn't keep up with the demand, but I was like, chill, keep it up.
That's a good problem.
Yes. I was like, guys, it's a good problem, but we got to keep our foot on the gas. And that's why we stay relevant. And then all of a sudden, we just went viral last week again for the period pizza in New York on TikTok. So, but that's also me pushing behind it too, because that's become my thing. So social media, I learned it, understood it. Now I know what catches attention. So I kind of, have like a little secret.
Yeah.
And we're blessed. Like I said, we keep relationships with everybody in the media. Even with you guys, you guys will come down and do a podcast with us, keeping relationships, being relevant, and just, yeah, I guess.
I see, like on your social media, like you're in a lot of the social media. Was that like do you want to be in front of camera, or are you trying to get out of the front of camera? You are a family business, right? So having your face there is important, but what's the vision that?
I hated being in front of camera. I hated being on social media. I'm actually very quiet, very low key. So what happened was, being in this industry, having to be on certain features on certain TV shows and stuff like that, I kind of got used to it, knock on wood. But most importantly, what I learned is that your audience, your fans, your customers, they want to see the ownership. They want to see who's behind it. They want to believe, if they're going to come and eat your food more than one time, they really want to know where it's coming from, right? Because that's what makes you feel like home. And that really hit home for me, because all of our customers are like family to us. So when they see me speaking, or when they see me talking or doing anything like that, I'm not just there trying to sell them a sandwich for $15. No, I'm also trying to build a relationship with them. So every customer that walks into the store, I know everyone's name, and we train our staff to be the same way. Hey, how you doing? What's your name? Have you been here before? You haven't been here? Here's a slice of pizza on us because it's your first time. That's the rule. And we always tell everybody, know everybody by their name. Get to know them. So yeah, being in front of camera, I don't do it for myself. I don't do it because I want to look cool. It's not for that. I genuinely feel and know that, and I want our customers to know that I care about the product that we put out there. So yeah, I do feel uncomfortable sometimes. Even when I got here today, I was like, oh shit, I wasn't expecting all this. I don't have a haircut. But it's not about that. It's about just being real to what I believe in, what we believe in. Because like I said, I can sell you a $15 sandwich. That's all good. But I want to build relationships with you, and I want to have a long-term relationship with you and your family and your friends. I want you guys to not just enjoy the food. I want you to enjoy everything else around it.
Yeah, the company.
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
I do also have another follow-up question. I had two questions when sitting over here I wanted to ask you. Social media was one. And the second question was, I think what's awesome about this episode and having you here today is you being an entrepreneur and having this story and talking about your success, and from the bottom to up where you are now is really inspiring to people. And I think a lot of people online look for stories of entrepreneurs to either be inspired, or they're doing it themselves and they're like, how do I do this? Let me listen to other people. What are some like key pillars for you, whether it be your lifestyle, whether it be if there's any faith in your life? And I know family is a big one. What are some key things that you need that you think have helped you get to where you are today being an entrepreneur?
Like I said, I might sound corny, but the main, most important thing for me that's helped me is my family. Family first, just my wife and kids. Just, I'm the leader of that house. I was raised in an old school immigrant family where you work hard and you have to be the provider, especially if you're the man. So it's been my wife and my kids. Watching my dad hustle and watching my wife's father and mom and do the same thing for her. Just the hustle has been very inspiring for me, and just knowing not to take anything for granted. And I never do it, and never will. Just to hustle hard. And this goes back to when you had asked me why I was franchising. I don't really like, because I'm very low key. I might look like a loud, obnoxious guy, but I'm not. And just by having a lot of people reach out to me as well and say to me that they look up to me. Somebody told me that. One guy once told me, we're sitting down eating at a bakery. He just walked over to me. He was just like, wow, you're very inspiring. He's like, I watch you on Instagram. He's like, I love what you're doing. And hearing things like that really sets me back, because it really makes me appreciate everything I've done. And that's been one of the reasons why we wanted a franchise, is so because I see that I inspire certain communities, certain type of people, and I want to be able to help them because, like in the restaurant industry, owners don't help each other out.
Mhm.
If one person finds a key to success, that's it.
Mhm.
That's it. They don't want to tell nobody because they think that everyone's out to get them.
Mhm.
But for me, it's the complete opposite. I want to help other people because guess what? If I can help 2 more people become successful, that's even better for all of us because now we're all successful together.
Mhm.
Instead of me trying to keep everything for myself and be stingy and everybody else sitting back there, because guess what? That only goes it only goes so far. Like we're dealing with a situation now in Bayside. I don't really want to get too deep into it. Like we were just talking about how a lot of restaurant owners don't want to join certain things like communities or boards because they just want to stick to themselves because they're successful. But why not share the wealth with each other and have a social media team for all of Bayside where we're promoting each other so we can bring more people in?
Yeah.
Right. But people don't see it that way. So that goes back to me, people looking up, just like find your purpose, whatever it is, whatever you believe in, just go for it because it sounds crazy, but it's the truth because everyone just wants to do things a certain way that they're told to do, but that's not always the right way, you know? And if you have something you believe in, obviously, yeah, if you have mentorship, you can always reach out to me. I never ignore anybody. I learned the hard way. I wish I had mentorship. I didn't really have it, my wife and I. We learned the hard way, but, just got to grind and believe in yourself.
Mhm.
It's the truth. It really is. Like you said, if I have faith, yes, God first, family first, God, and I'm a big believer and you do the right thing, God's always going to be there for you. 100%.
And you also said when you got here, you hit the gym before you came here too. Is
Mhm.
fitness part of your routine as well? Is that important to this? The tie-in?
For me, for the last 2 years, yes. Before that, I wasn't really into it, but especially now, especially being in the business, I'm glad you asked that too. Discipline is huge. You
Mhm.
have to have discipline, especially if you're an entrepreneur, because
Yeah.
you have no one giving you a schedule, right? So before I would just do whatever I wanted to do and just go run to work. Finding discipline 2 years ago, like strict discipline, I wake up at 4:10 every morning. 4:10 in the morning, I'm up. I go to the gym, I come home, and then I wake my kids up at 6:45 for school. So I'm already done with half my stuff. I go through my emails, I'm on the treadmill, I do my running, and I work out. So discipline is key for me. Gym is key because it keeps me motivated. It keeps me I just gained 21 pounds intentionally, right? Before I lost 30 pounds intentionally because I was trying to find myself if I want to be cut or if I want to be big. So now all of a sudden I want to gain weight, right? In the summer I wanted to be cut. I wanted to have 6-pack, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But the gym definitely keeps me disciplined right now, for sure.
Yeah. I could totally relate to that. I mean, I don't have kids or a wife or anything, but
You don't have a life?
no, or a wife.
Oh,
But I'm the same way. Our gym around here opens at 4.
Yeah.
I'm like 5 minutes from it. I'm up at 3:30. I go there for 4 because it's just you get a whole nother day.
Yeah.
In that couple hours that people are sleeping or
Yeah.
whatever,
You
not,
feel good.
Oh, it's the best.
Being up at 5
And the
o'clock
mental,
driving and
the
everyone's like, what do you-
mental.
exactly.
Like if I miss a couple of days, let's say, because it's we're working here late or whatever, and I just don't get there in the morning because sleep is important too. I've
Sleep,
learned the
yes.
hard way. Like
Yes,
if you lack sleep, it's gonna affect your body
course.
in the worst ways.
of course.
And
And hydration.
Yes, I still struggle with that, but like I could feel it mentally. Like I'm maybe a little bit more impatient or irritated or
course.
just maybe down or whatever the case may be. And as soon as I get a workout in, it's like, where's this guy been?
It's the truth. It's 100% true because especially in the restaurant industry, since we're talking about restaurants, even in real life, it's so easy to go this way than this way. What I mean by that is whether it's the gym, whether it's reading a book, whether it's waking up, taking a walk, whatever it is. And then like you said, in the restaurant industry, especially the drinking, drug abuse, all that.
It's
You see all
crazy.
that, and you're just watching it. And then let's say you go a little bit to the right, it just ruins everything.
Mm-hmm.
So just being positive, God, and just doing things that are positive. It could be anything. It could be sitting down and watching an X-Men movie. Who cares?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
As long as it's doing something positive and has your mind going.
Yes. And it's crazy because in the restaurant industry, I mean, it's normal to drink and like get hammered on a Wednesday night.
It's normal to drink from the moment you open till you close. I live it. I mean, I don't do that, but even in the beginning stages, I was. And that was something we can get into later. That was a huge it's like a no. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's all it is, and you're surrounded by. Even if you don't do it, you're just
Mhm.
watching it,
Yeah.
and it's so crazy how that could really ruin a lot of opportunities for certain people. I've seen it happen in my own eyes.
Mhm.
It's just you gotta stay disciplined.
Yeah.
You have to.
A little personal thing, and they know this, but I stopped drinking a couple years back
Same here.
and smoking weed as well. And it was more so of like, how can you expect to have certain things or get certain things, you know, from God and the hard work you want? You're not going to be the person that can handle those things. You know what I'm saying? So for me, it was more like, let me take back to gain more. Essentially, it was a lot. And I with the
Did you see a change
oh yeah,
in the positive way?
oh yeah.
There you go.
I
You
mean,
have the answer. Like I said,
Renee could tell you,
I'm not
just
gonna-
even my patience and
Yeah.
just everything.
Dude,
Just
like I said, I'm not here to preach and tell anybody what to do and whatnot. That's why I don't like to get into it. But ever since I stopped drinking, man, oh my God,
Mhm.
it's like what the? It's like everything just changes.
Yeah.
It just changes.
yeah.
Like
And
you
I
said,
said,
your mood alone.
yeah. And it's not, I'm not going to say never, because when I was in college, I played hoops. So I didn't drink or smoke during then, but that was because I was a student and I played hoops.
Yeah.
So I had like that reason.
Discipline.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it was like to do it for, I like to get it to that point for this, to realize like, oh, this is just my other hoops in a sense, but it's like, no one's telling you
Yeah.
to do it. There's
Mhm.
no like, you don't see the immediate failure of if you drink or smoke. Like for me personally, some people could do it. Like
Yeah.
some people could just do it and be good and get good grades and all that stuff. But for me, I knew like I'm gonna fail out. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna play. I'm
Of
not gonna do
course.
anything. And for when it was with here, the drinking, it was like, you know, you're editing, you could, you know, drink a little and blah, blah, blah and stuff like that. It was almost like, I always joke, like there was a demon being like, oh no, you're good, don't worry. Like Kobe's my guy. So Kobe would, you know, some nights get hammered or whatever, go out, but then he'd be at the gym 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And so I'd be like, oh, and it'd be like, oh, you're just like Kobe, don't worry, you're still getting up for the gym.
Kobe's
But
Kobe.
yeah, it was
Real
totally
deal.
different. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And it was like,
Like Ric Flair. the
yeah,
wrestler.
oh my
Like,
God.
dude used to be fucking hammered and run
Yeah.
a fucking flight of stairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, so I totally relate to that. And never say never, because one day you never know. But for this chapter in my life,
Yeah, this is not. Listen, you can never say never to anything, right? Because you never know
Mhm.
what's gonna happen tomorrow.
exactly.
Everybody's different, also.
Yep.
Everybody has different ways, like you said. Kobe's Kobe, Ric Flair's Ric Flair.
Mhm.
You're you, I'm me, right? Whatever
Mhm.
works. Just find what works best for you.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm definitely a firm believer, because you don't think straight.
Yeah.
Even for me, like I would be paranoid, right? If I would have 2 drinks or 3 drinks, I'm out with my wife. I would be paranoid if somebody called me from work and said they need me.
Mhm.
I would never want to be. I would never want to be in front of my staff like that.
Mhm.
You don't want someone that's looking up to you and you're impaired,
Mhm.
right? Or
Yeah.
you don't want to get called into work and now you got to work and now you
Yeah.
have a buzz, right?
Yeah.
So that was always my paranoia. So she was like, "Stop being paranoid. Just stop fucking drinking."
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so for me, that works.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it works for everybody else, but I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah. There's some people who could just do it. You
The
know?
long run is just not good for you, man. You
Yeah,
gotta take care of your
that-
body.
I mean, alcohol, alcohol, Arabic is the derivative of it is spirit eating flesh, or
Yeah,
flesh
bro.
eating spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in the
So
long run, like you enjoy socially, all good, have fun. But in the long run, it's just not good for you.
yeah. No, I totally agree. Socially, I think it's okay if
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
handle
yeah.
it.
There's no one right reason, no one wrong reason. As long as you're happy,
Mhm.
that's all that matters, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Fuck the past. We're here for the future.
Yeah. All right, so I heard you said read books. Do you read? Are you reading anything right now?
I don't read. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you don't. Oh, okay. You should.
No, I should. My wife tells me all the time.
Yeah.
I ask something, but you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm just so busy, wrapped up in. I'm nonstop,
Mhm.
and so even when I'm not working or if I'm not sitting here, I'm not on a call. I'm always just thinking of something next to do for
Mhm.
Krave It. So
Yeah.
that's where my mind is at right now because we're in growth mode. But
Yeah.
I do want to sit down and start reading. 'Cause
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends with me that tell me, dude, reading is, especially with my story and the things that I just need like a little break sometimes.
Mhm.
So they always say do reading or listen to podcasts. Hey, podcast.
Yeah. I like reading before bed because,
Yeah.
like, one, it helps me like calm down, you know, quiet the brain,
Yeah.
and then eventually fall asleep. I mean, some mornings I wake up with the book like on my face. It's
Good.
it's hilarious. But I would recommend, if I could give you a book to read, it would be Napoleon Hill,
Okay.
Think and Grow Rich.
Okay.
I think you would appreciate it. It was written by Napoleon Hill. He basically interviews all these super successful people, from Carnegie to JP Morgan, the original, all these Ford, all these guys. And he
Okay.
found that they all have something in common.
What's that?
These chapters in the
Okay.
book.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, from everything from like faith is a chapter,
Huge.
sexual energy, all this different stuff.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a good book for any entrepreneur, really, but I think you would enjoy it. It's a good read
Done.
too. It's like, it's enjoyable to read. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And I guess another thing would be, what's some advice you'd give to not even just a restaurant owner, but an entrepreneur starting out there? I know you said just go for it, hustle.
I mean, go for it. Hustle is one way, but you can finish your question.
Yeah, no, it's just, what's some advice you'd give to them if they're out there and they're maybe just kind of, just getting going?
Go
maybe-
for it. Go for it. And hustle is just like it's basically the startup advice.
Mhm.
Like basically, like if you have an idea, pursue it. Doesn't mean just go run out there blind and just fucking go for it.
Yeah.
No. When I say go for it, it's like if you have an idea and you really strongly believe in it, obviously mentally test the idea out, right?
Mhm.
Think it through. Don't just have an idea and go do it tomorrow. Play around with, like, even with Krave It, it wasn't something I thought of overnight. I made the menu a little bit overnight, but it's something that was brewing in my head for a while. So obviously test it out mentally, put it in paper,
Mhm.
see how it sounds, and go to your mom, dad, or whoever it is, husband, wife, whatever, and play the idea out a couple of times beforehand. And then if you really believe in that idea, and then try to, for me, I didn't have mentors. My dad was my mentor, but my dad was like, his mentor it still lives in me because my dad is my best friend. He still looks at it though, just work hard, work harder. That's great, but nowadays it's more than just work harder.
Mhm. Yeah, it is.
It's not just labor; it's more than that.
Yeah.
So play the idea in your head many times, and then when you feel comfortable with it, then obviously see if you can have some type of mentorship, some type of guidance
Mhm.
to help guide you in the right way. Because 10 years ago it was much easier to do things than it is now,
Mhm.
and then now 10 years from now it's only going to be harder. So yeah, don't just go out there and do it. Just first have close ones to sit down with your closest people in your circle, see if it's a good idea, and then from there, try to see if you can get some mentorship. Reach out to people. I reach out to people all the time still
Mhm.
on Instagram. Ike from Ike's Sandwich Shop, he has 101 sandwich shop, more than that now. I reached out to him. My buddy Craig from Mr. Friesman, he has like 16 locations. These are all guys. I reach out to people. Sorry, how about this? Talk to people who've done it before you.
Mhm.
That's my advice. There you go.
Mhm.
Sorry about that.
No, it was
You
good.
could edit all that out. I just answered all the questions. No, just obviously speak with your family, run the idea with them. But even that, just reach out to people. Let's say you want to open up a sandwich shop. I reach out to Ike, right? He has 100-something locations. I reach out to certain people. I reach out to people that have done it before me and are successful.
Mhm.
Then I'll ask them. Some of them won't even pay me no mind. And
Mhm.
some will. The real ones will always respond.
Mhm.
Always.
Mhm.
Always. I'm telling you, I've noticed it. The cocky ones that think that they're better than others,
Mhm.
you don't want advice from them.
Yeah.
Because those are the people you don't want around. But the real ones, I'll reach out on Instagram. Hey, you have any advice for me, or can we talk here and that? They talk to me. They'll
Mhm.
tell me straight up what they went through. That's what I think is really, really important. So
Yeah, mentorship's hard to find.
they don't have to mentor you, but you could reach out to people, and if you have to give you 5 minutes of their time,
Yeah, that's a
just
lot.
soak
Yeah.
it in. Because it goes back to my dad. My dad always said, "Don't be the guy that talks in the room."
Mhm.
He hates that. He's like, "I hate fucking people that talk."
Mhm.
Talk when you are in that space to talk, when
Mhm.
you've earned it. Until then, just listen. Just listen.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that's what I did too. Just listen.
they say that's why God made us with 2 eyes and 2 ears and 1 mouth.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
Yeah.
He said, just shut up and listen.
Mhm.
Listen. And one day when you're in that space where you've earned it, where you could talk, then talk. Don't be that guy that's talking all that shit that has nothing to back it up with.
Mhm.
Just listen. So, yeah, I think that's it. I think I answered the question perfectly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Let's just reach out. Like, even if you want to be a gym teacher, okay, go to the local gym teacher and be like, "How'd you do it? What did you do? What was your obstacles?"
Mhm.
A real person that really loves what they're doing are going to give you a real answer.
Yeah.
You know, if they tell you get the fuck out of here, then you know what? That's not the person you want to talk to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely not. No, that's interesting. I guess like do you guys have any questions? Tony, you've been quiet today. You've been just soaking it in.
Am I boring?
No, not at all.
I seem boring.
No, not at all. Renee had some good questions. Tony usually has one or two good ones.
I think you guys covered it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Oh, go ahead.
Top 3 of your favorite. I know
Yes.
you talked about a few of your items, like the
Tikka
masala
masala,
one,
obviously.
the Oreo one. Can you, like, for people who are watching here, give us like your top 3 items that you guys sell?
My ultimate favorite is the white truffle chicken pizza. It's chicken cutlet, fresh mozzarella, chicken cutlet, fresh mozzarella, white truffle with the Parmesan cheese and parsley. That's my favorite. That's probably become one of our best sellers. Sandwich wise, ooh, that's tough. I like the KK-47. It's named after my son. It's ribeye cheesesteak with sriracha mayo, grilled onions, mozzarella cheese, and jalapenos.
Wow.
Whoa.
That's one of my go-tos. And wings, definitely the tikka masala wings. Those are fire. We make a homemade tikka masala sauce with pistachios and cilantro.
That's awesome.
Those are my top 3.
That's awesome.
I know what we're getting.
Yeah.
Listen,
And-
next time when I come, I'll come at a better time so we could have some lunch.
Definitely.
And tell everyone where they can find you.
You can find us in Bayside, Queens. You can find us in Astoria, Queens. You can find us in Bushwick, Brooklyn. You can find us in Huntington, Long Island. We're opening in 3 weeks.
Wow.
You can find us in Colorado, Longmont, Denver. You can find us in across the street from Coors Field in Denver.
Awesome.
a
And your
few more
social?
coming. Socials, Krave It, KRAVE_IT.
And website is
Krave It.
www.kraveit.com.
KraveItNY.com.
NY.com.
KRAVEITNY.com.
Very cool.
Yes.
And I'll end with this because we ask this every time, and I feel like you've answered it, but I'll just, maybe it's different. What's some advice to a younger you? If you could give yourself some advice.
Don't think you know everything. Slow down. Yeah, slow down. Slow down and listen. Yeah. I mean, it worked for me, right? But if I can go back in 10 years, I would smack myself up a little bit because I didn't listen. I jumped into things too fast. I was all over the place. But I also feel like that's who I am.
Mhm.
That's just been my purpose,
Mhm.
you know? Because if I did listen to a lot of people, I think it would have slowed me down. But in the real world, nowadays, you have to slow down. Don't rush into things. And not necessarily look for mentorship, but just speak to people that have done it before you because this industry is fucking brutal.
Mhm.
Brutal. I'm lucky I have thick skin and I have my wife to back my battles up.
Yeah.
But it's brutal. But yeah.
I really appreciate you coming down,
course.
man. This has been
Appreciate
awesome.
you having me.
I've learned a lot. I'm motivated. I'm inspired. And I'm sure a lot of our viewers are too. And I can't wait for all of us to take a trip to Queens
Yes.
to have some food. When are you there? Because I'm sure you're not there as
I'm
much.
in Bayside, Queens mostly right now.
Okay.
That's the flagship store.
Mhm.
So I'm there like 3-4 days a week during the day. And
Yeah,
I'm all over the place after that.
Yeah, I'll make sure to message you because
Of
we'll
course.
obviously come film and do some fun
Yeah,
stuff there.
Of course.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. Well, I
Yes.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
And thanks for everybody tuning in. Go to Krave It, wherever you are closest to it. Peace.